first one on the list is the DIT research. I haven't actually seen this yet, so...
Oh no.
What are the differences between a data wrangler and a digital imaging technician? A data wrangler is a job in which someone takes files, arranges them, transcodes them and then backs them up. They make sure that all data is backed up and they track where the data goes and makes sure the data reaches post-production. They will sometimes make and assemble edit. A digital imaging technician, or DIT for short, has a very similar role to the data wrangler. Unlike the data wrangler, though, they normally help set up the camera by setting up paint settings, gamma curves and gamma choices. They also make LUTs which are used by the camera crew. Both data wranglers and DITs may check through footage to make sure it isn't corrupted and make edits on the fly. However, a DIT will normally grade their edit as well so the production team can get better insight. Although they're similar jobs, DITs and data wranglers shouldn't be mixed up. A lot of the time, people are credited as a DIT when in fact they are just doing the data wrangler job. Even though the DIT job is generally more important overall, both roles are crucial in how important they are to the production, as if they make a mistake, hours of footage could be lost in seconds. This just shows how important both DITs and data wranglers are to the industry. Thanks for listening.
Wow. I didn't expect that from... I don't know how to even talk about that. Why'd you blow up the files?
Because it's gone. It's exploded. It's gone.
Yeah. You got in there, like, definitely the differences. You explained what each role actually does.
Yeah.
You've done it in a quite creative way, like quite
Thank
creative medium. You've shown examples of how they do it, like showing the different ways the film works, making sure that you can tell if, like, showing that files can be corrupted. I know that's probably an effect, but you've shown that that's something that we have to look out for as a DIT, and the importance of they are different roles.
Yeah.
I like this little diagram here where you've got the runner, the data wrangler and the DIT, because the DIT is more important, but it's still like being a data wrangler is pretty important as well. And the importance of, well, not the exploding, but the importance
it shows the point though.
Yeah, that it can be lost pretty quickly, and that's why it is such an important role. I think you've got that nailed down, and you did it in quite a creative way, and I'm very happy with that. Right. So let's move on to the DIT sheet.
The DIT sheet was based a lot of what like the one I saw off 10%.
Yeah, I've noticed this, like, because I'm looking at it, and even like the colour scheme, the way it's laid out is basically like mine. It didn't say in the brief do it to like create a whole new one that's completely different, but at the same time it does say based on how you work. So as someone who, like, I know that you've learnt my way of doing it, I would probably say, is there anything about this sheet that you would do differently? Is there something that's...
I don't know, I feel this like works with my sort of way of doing it, if that makes sense.
Have you tried to do any other versions?
I tried, but they didn't work as
What were the differences that you did compared to this one?
It was just more sort of like a layout overall. So instead of having, obviously on there you've got hard drive 1 and hard drive 2 on each thing. For these ones there were just one hard drive thing, so it was like all just one file thing, and then you'd write it had been transcoded over. But
because I've already thought of different ways that I want to change mine, because mine are just going to change over time with me. Is there anything that you can think of that maybe that you think, oh, I've forgotten that I need to do this, that needs to be on this DIT sheet? Because I've forgotten for a whole year, and I was just wondering if you can see. It's something in like when you're labeling the footage, you come across pieces of footage that have a different label.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I think I know what you're talking about, but my mind's just gone blank.
So I was thinking, I originally on my version, I'll see if I can find it for you. I have my first ever DIT sheet.
Oh.
Which is very. It didn't have proxy files on him, and I had just the. This is the audio, the raw, and the video.
Yeah.
So they all had separate ones, and I realised that it didn't really work.
Yeah.
I would go to DIT2, where that's where I added in. I still did this.
Yeah.
This, audio, raw, video. I added in after what happened on Stars on Mars when some of the cards went missing and people started going into me.
Yeah.
And I knew I gave it to Dom. I started this cataloguing sheet. I also put a comment section, which I'm thinking of putting back in, but not as a comment section, but as a reminder to me of what no boards I've done. Because if you know, like, you can't go back and see how many. You'd have to go through all of the footage and being like, oh, how many no boards have I done already? Just keeping a tally or something like that, so you know which one you're on.
Yeah.
Or like just making sure that, like, if you need to give any comments to someone, because I'd like to start giving these sheets to an editor. As an assistant editor, well, probably like just the assistant to make sure that there's no inconsistencies.
Yeah.
Make sure that everything's okay. I'll show you my third one, where I just did audio and a load of footage.
Yeah.
So that's when I finally came onto the just transcoded.
Yeah.
But I did it where there's two separate boxes for hard drive 1 and hard drive 2.
Yeah, I see how. Yeah.
And then I originally started doing audio and video completely separately, and then it came to the one that it is today. Oh, that's the DIT log, which is this one where I've got both of them.
Yeah, mine's heavily based off
This
yours.
final one, because this is the one that you saw. This is the last one.
Yeah, because this is what I assumed. Like most, like this was like standard DIT sheet.
Have you tried to find out about DIT sheets and researched maybe what they use in the industry?
I looked at a few little examples.
Yeah, they don't have many.
I said when you said tailor it to yourself.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'd only been taught by you how to do it, so my thinking was, if I make it like that, I'll understand what I'm on about.
Yeah, they have. This is the one that I saw, and obviously, like, they've got a very different way of doing it. It's very simple.
Yeah.
Like, well, it looks a bit more complicated than what we have.
Yeah.
But clip quantity as well. That's what I added in, because you don't know how many clips you've actually got, and like it's nice to know how many are supposed to be in there. But yeah, like just
dailies.
Dailies.
Oh, I can't read.
It was quite small. So,
Yeah.
So, but they've obviously in industry, it's a lot more complicated being a DIT.
Yeah.
Like that's why if you're going into DIT, we'd probably have to I'd probably start off going in as into short films because they're not going to need anything really complicated. I'd just be a data wrangler, and it's over time that you do your DIT. I mean, the DIT sheet's good, but I would like to see maybe something a bit different to mine. It's all right. Maybe if you can talk about that in your thing.
Yeah, in my portfolio. Yeah.
We haven't got through to the DIT station. Can you talk to me about maybe any ideas you've got for it, or?
I've got the basic, an idea which I thought might be useful in a way, but would look completely stupid at the same time. It's because I noticed in our DIT thing we have a lot of room for, in the headboard bit, there's a lot of foam there which isn't needed. So I was thinking, in a way, you could maybe hook up some form of monitor into the thing, and then have like all the other bits like extending out of the box, if that makes sense.
Like coming out of the box.
Like I mean like
wires and stuff.
Yeah, so like it all connects in a certain way. Like I am going to draw it out most likely later.
Are you thinking very much like the Video Village, where they've got a monitor that when you can bring it down and it can just be a monitor like that?
Yeah, I was actually thinking more. Have you ever seen those consoles you can get? Like people mod out consoles where they put them in like a box, and then the screen's in the back
and
of the thing. They can just like take out a controller, that sort of thing, play sort of that kind of thing.
Yeah. Let's just look at an image of that. I'll just put Xbox. I think I saw it possible there as well.
Like that. Yeah.
Yeah, where they've gotten the thing, put it in there.
Yeah.
It works. But would you be doing this with a computer inside?
Yeah, that's what I was.
Instead of, so you'd be doing it without the laptop instead?
Yeah.
You'd be doing it with a computer?
Yeah.
How would you keep this ventilated?
That's what I was thinking, like the...
It's a good idea. It means that the whole thing is like the DIT kit itself.
It's very...
It's basically having a giant laptop. It's just coming, like, if you can find a way to keep this nice and cool.
Yeah.
If, I mean, you could just say that you're using liquid cooling in the computer. Making sure that this doesn't get damaged.
Oh, yeah.
Because obviously if you're shutting this, over here, they don't have any protection. So...
But then I was thinking, obviously, because you say you've got the console or something in there, then you've got maybe some space at the side. You can, like, I was thinking installing the card readers into there.
Yeah.
So then you can just go, oh, I've got an SD card, or I've got a, oh, I forgot what the big one's called. You know, the big CF or a CF card. You can just plug them in for a certain slot.
Yeah. Making sure that you can get special things that go inside those things. It kind of replicates a card, but it's just to keep it covered and safe.
Yeah.
Because obviously, when you've got this foam that goes, like, if you don't, well, you could have that. Well, it doesn't look like it's got any of the foam, but the foam that we have, the reason why we've got the hard drives that we do, where you can put the wire around the hard drive, is because getting that little bit of dust can get into that. Yeah. And it's just terrible. But yeah, it's a good idea. I'd like to see it. How about for the DIT station in the old cabinet that we've got downstairs?
Your cabinet, I need to actually look at the cabinet.
It's just
Is it just like that one?
Yeah, it's basically like that. I'm pretty sure there's, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be for a computer because it's got, one of those holes.
Like the holes which go through tables, yeah.
Yeah, just for wires and stuff. So, yeah, I've done...
Well, what I'll do two sort of like drawings there. I'll make the portable, like, sort of plan. Then I'll do one with, like, the cabinet.
Yeah. It's just, this one would be kind of mobile where you can move it around the studio, but it wouldn't be leaving the studio. This other one would be for going on set on location. Yeah,
because I mean, from experience, setting up that kit there on location is quite hard. Yeah. To do, especially if you're like in the middle of a park or something like that.
Yeah, really. If you're in the middle of the park, I've been looking at for mine, and you might want to consider it. Yes, on like proper shoots, you'll probably go to the gaffer and ask if you can be hooked up to like a generator. But you could get, like, how for your phone you can get power banks. Yeah. There are power banks available for
computers.
And they're expensive though.
Oh yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's quite a big problem. But yeah, I just if you can give this to me in the next, preferably by Wednesday.
Preferably by Wednesday, right?
It's just because you'll need to have done it anyway for your stuff. And at the same time, I can't like give you any feedback on it if you've not done it in time. So if you just send me a picture of it, and I'll just write comments about it.
Yeah, all right.
And I can do the same for the housekeeping if you want. Special effects, I've seen a little bit of them. You've done quite a few like different.
Yeah, just a different. I've used 2 different programs for this though. Obviously I've used After Effects, but there is another sort of like effects engine, which I've used as well to sort of. Because certain effects I wasn't able to get through After Effects, like the same. Yeah,
sometimes you have to get plugins.
Yeah, and like the plugin, like for example, the fire and stuff, the Fire 1.
Yeah.
And the first draft of like the mind control, they were done like on my home one, like the software there, just because they have a thing where you can just generate like flames at the right time, that sort of thing.
I'll just have you sent me the video, or have you not
like I
finished
said, I've literally just finished the last effects, so I just need to add it in, and then
I'll do the same for that one. I'll write a comment about it, and trailer editing. Let's watch the trailer again, and we'll go do it, and then we should be done.
Yeah, like I said, this is the second draft, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Jessica. And I think I need help. Maybe you could introduce me to him?
What's that? You want to chop me out?
So, I think I've already given you some comments on it before. The music is that of a horror. That's what I.
Yeah, it is very horror.
Yeah.
But it's hard finding something which would suit.
Yeah, finding like this kind of drama style music. All I can say is it's really good. It's just trying to find the right music, because the music gives it the tone, and obviously when you're showing someone a film, you don't want it to go and like you don't want them to get the wrong impression.
Yeah.
I can't remember who it was. It was one of the chief assistant marketing for Focus filmmaking. They made a film called Jane Eyre, and he requested that one of the trailers not be too like romanticised.
Yeah.
Because obviously Jane Eyre, people found it a bit too literary. They found it too much like it's too much for like just it's a woman's thing. So he said, could you do one of the trailers more like horror? Because that's how he wanted it to come across. And I know if you probably found the trailer, it's probably got very similar music to try and make it feel this creepy. The story here is not... As the director, I don't want it to come across in any way as a horror. I'd like it to come across as a drama or a thriller.
Yeah.
But apart from that, the only thing I can say is just maybe you could, if you have like the shot here where they're at the party.
When they look at each other, I tried to put that in, but the actual shot is too short from the actual picture edit.
Yeah.
The shot is too short to actually fit along with the dialogue.
Would you be able to send me a short version of that so then I can see it for the
Yeah.
for it? Apart from that, everything seems really good, and it's like I'm not letting you go. That thing at the end. That's
Yeah,
I
you
didn't
like
mean
that.
for that to play. I really like that. It just needs ADR in.
Yeah.
Oh, and the levels on Peggy's.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, obviously, like if I play this,
Yeah, it's way too low.
yeah, just bringing it up just a
Yeah.
little bit more. Apart from that, that's great. And I think we've gone through everything.
The statement of intent
Okay.
from the from the first
Yeah.
meeting, that hasn't really changed,
Okay.
so it's still the same.
Okay. I don't know what this
I don't know.
Everyone's just asking me to fill out surveys.
Yeah. Right, sure.
Yeah, that's all right.
Come on. Oh, stupid phone. No. Stop. It's not stopping. It's just gone off it. Where's it gone? I'm not kidding. It's not stopping. Look. How do I stop it? It's not. It won't stop. Oh my god.
Did you just slap your phone?
Yes, because sometimes it works.
Can you not pause it first?
No. Oh my god.
That was a 2 second